It was another beautiful day in the Central Park Zoo. The zoosters in the habitat were playing around having their normal fun after Kate fed them their breakfast. This time, however, they noticed something was up with Melvin. He seemed to be writing something. "Something's going on with Melman," said Marty. "It looks like he's writing something," said Alex. "That's someone like him." "I don't know," said Gloria. "I think it's great that Melman found a new hobby." "I'd like to know what it is he's writing," said Alex. "Let's go check it out." The other three walked up to him.
"Oh, hey guys,"
said Melman. "What's up?" "We just came to see what you're up to," said Marty. "It looks like you're writing something."
"Oh, yes,"
said Melman.
"I took up a hobby of writing poetry."
"Poetry?" asked Marty.
"That sounds wonderful, Melman," said Gloria. "What's this poem again?"
"Oh,
The one human I love the most," said Melman. "Kate."
"Oh, that's very sweet," said Gloria. "Would you mind reading us what you wrote?" "Yeah, Melman," added Alex. "We want to hear how talented you are."
"Okay," said Melman. "Here goes."
Melman cleared his throat and began reciting the poem he wrote.
"Life is a garden with all kinds of flowers, things to be admired and savored for hours. They fill me with happiness, they dispel my gloom, and they make me elated whenever they're in bloom. They're a treat to the eyes, and they're sweet to the nose, but you are as lovely as any rose."
"Dang, that is some gnarly poem you wrote there, Melman," said Marty.
"I had no idea you were such a talented poet," said Gloria. "Aw, thanks, guys."
"Kate should really read this poem," said Alex. "She'll love it."
"Kate? Read my poem?"
Melman gulped. "Alex, are you sure this is a good idea?" asked Marty.
"Of course," said Alex. "She's totally going to dig it."
Alex took Melman's poem, made a paper airplane out of it, and flew it over and have it land directly on Kate's desk in her office.
"Bullseye," said Alex. "And just in time, too. Here comes Kate."
Kate walked into her office and noticed Melman's poem. Wondering what it could be, she read it. "Oh my," said Kate. "What a beautiful poem. Whoever wrote this certainly has wonderful talent. I wonder who wrote this for me. I must have a secret admirer."
"Yes, it worked," said Alex. "Looks like you're Kate's secret admirer, Melman,"
Gloria said to Melman, pinching his cheek.
"I feel so flattered," Melman said in a daze. "I gotta write another poem."
The next day, Melman had another poem all ready to go. He read it to his friends.
"The moonlight upon you lights up the night. The stars greet you, seeing the lovely sight. The fireflies dance around you, the night air gently surrounds you, and gentle clouds are soft and light."
"I think we got another winner here, Melman," said Gloria. "Do your stuff, Alex," said Marty. Alex sent Melman's poem to Kate's desk. When Kate came back, she saw the poem and read it. "Wow," she said. "I can't stop wondering who keeps sending me these poems. Maybe it's Carlos. Who knows?" "Your poems are a hit with Kate," said Marty.
"It really makes my heart flutter," said Melman.
Melman couldn't resist writing another poem.
"You have sparkling eyes and soft dark hair, and you have the heart that is full of care. You're beautiful and strong like the jewel of a crown. You make others smile and you keep away frowns."
When Kate read this poem, she said, "This is insane! I have to find out who this person is. I so want to meet him." "You hear that, Melman?" said Gloria. "Kate wants to meet you."
"Meet me?"
Melman gasped.
"How would Kate feel if she finds out her pet giraffe was writing all these poems for her?"
"No problem, Melman," said Alex. "Just write a poem saying you'd meet Kate at the fountain in Central Park. We'll just disguise you as a human." Melman gulped.
"Okay."
Marty interjected. "Alex, how long have you known Melman? You know how stage fright he gets." Good point," said Alex. "Too bad he can't be like me. I never get stage fright." "Hold on," said Gloria. "I got a better idea." "What is it, Gloria?" "How about the three of us post as Kate's secret admirer?" explained Gloria. "Melman can come along and stay hidden, and he can write all the poems for us." "That idea sounds crazy enough to work," said Marty.
"Okay, I'm in. Me too."
"Well, if you're sure it'll work, then I'm in too," said Melman. That night, Melman wrote his next poem. "I've admired you from afar when I visit the zoo. I don't just like the animals, but I also like you. Perhaps we would meet for a rendezvous, and we'll celebrate Central Park as a two." The next day, Kate read this poem. My goodness! My secret admirer wants me to meet him, she said. I should go make an attempt to find him. But where in Central Park would be a likely place to find him? Of course! The fountain! All right, we scored, said Gloria. Looks like Kate is ready for her date, said Marty. Kate rhymes with date, said Melman. I should put that in my next poem. And this lion is ready to show how much of a ladies' man her lover is, said Alex. The animals walked right up to Pickles and Dave. Let me guess, said Pickles. You want to use our tunnels again? You know us all too well, said Gloria. She then whipped out a bunch of bananas. Is this good enough for a toll? Dave got overly excited over seeing the bananas. That's good enough for 5 free tolls after this one, said Pickles. They're all yours. Dave pulled the lever, opening the secret tunnel, and the Zoosters went down the tunnels, popping up out of the fountain in Central Park. Okay, said Marty. Kate will be here any minute. Melman grabbed a baseball cap and put it on just in case he's noticed. Meanwhile, Alex, Marty, and Gloria got their disguise ready. The trio stacked up on each other's shoulders with Alex on top, Marty in the middle, and Gloria on the bottom. They wrapped themselves up in a brown trench coat, and Alex slapped on a gray fedora and a pair of Groucho Marx glasses. Okay, said Alex. We are ready to show off. Here comes Kate now, said Melman before he hid quickly. Kate approached the disguised animals. Hello, sir, said Kate. My name is Kate. Are you the one who has been sending me all those wonderful poems? At this moment, Alex realized that he was unable to talk to Kate because he was an animal, so he just nodded. Oh, I see, said Kate. Tell me, what's your name? We didn't think of this, Marty whispered to Gloria. Gloria whispered to Alex, do some sign language. Act like you're a mute. Doubting it will work, Alex did some hand gestures for Kate. Oh, said Kate. You can't speak? You're a mute? Please forgive me, but if you really are my mystery poem, then how are you show me another one of your amazing poems? It just so happened that Melman wrote a poem which he was hiding and had it all ready to go. He handed it to Alex, who handed it to Kate. Kate read the poem out loud. I love the way you smile, and I love your name, which is Kate, so I would love to take you out on a date. Kate flatteringly replied, Oh, you knew my name rhymed with date? You are such a genius. And of course I'd like to go on a date with you. Score, Gloria whispered. How about I take you out for some dumplings? Hearing this all got all the Zoosters excited. Alex happily nodded. Hear that, guys? Alex said down to Marty and Gloria. Dumplings, all right, whispered Marty. Gloria's stomach growled. My stomach heard that too, said Gloria. I know the best dumplings in town, said Kate. Kate took the disguised animals over to Dumpling Dance with Gloria doing all the walking. Melman secretly followed. At the eatery, they sat down and enjoyed some dumplings together. The 4 animals did their best to split their order evenly between the 4 of them without getting caught. While they were eating, Melman wrote another poem and handed it to Alex. Oh, you have another poem to share with me? Asked Kate. Let's have at it. Alex handed Kate the poem and she read it. Savory dumplings so full of meat, they may be warm but delicious to eat. A hearty lunch full of porks and leaf, and brings a warm blush to anyone's cheeks. She then looked at Alex and said, Well, what really brought a blush to my cheeks were those lovely words. Melman was so overly flattered by Kate's compliment that he had to write another poem for her. He wrote it up quickly and handed it to Alex. Wow, you're a machine, said Kate, taking the poem. Music at the gazebo begins to play. It's making my feet tap and my body sway. I say we embrace it. I say we take a chance. Would you like to join me for a dance? Say what now? Alex blinked. Oh, I would love to dance with you, said Kate. Let's head back to the park for that. Kate and the animals headed back to the park. I didn't know if dancing is such a good idea, said Alex. Don't worry, Alex, said Gloria. I'm the best dancer of the 4 of us, so it's a good thing I'm the legs. They went back to Central Park in front of the gazebo where a band was beginning some soft waltz music. Kate got into a dancing position with her secret admirer, and they began to dance. Gloria moved her feet along with Kate's right in time. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. She said to herself as she did her steps. As she danced, Kate began to talk. You're a very romantic person. You must visit my zoo very often, seeing how much poetry you write for me. You know, I really love my job. and I have 4 little furry friends who all love the same inhabitant right next to my office. I'd love to take you to them and show you why I love my job so much." Hearing this, all the animals froze in shock. "Uh-oh," said Alex. "This is definitely a problem," said Melman. "How are we going to make this work?" asked Gloria. "I'll see if I can write another poem to get us out of this situation," said Melman. Just then, who should show up but the Zooster's pigeon friend, Antony. "Hey, what's going on today, Melman?" asked Antony. "Antony, thank goodness you're here," said Melman. "What's the 911?" asked Antony. "Hey, is that Kate? Who's that man she's with?" "That's Alex, Marty, and Gloria in disguise," said Melman. "We're pretending to take her on a date after I wrote all those poems for her. But now she wants to show them at the zoo." "Ay, ay, ay," said Antony. "This is a sticky situation." "Wait, I know how I can help." "You do?" asked Melman. "Yeah," said Antony. "I'll get some of the other animals in the zoo to stand in your guys' place at the habitat." "Oh, you're a lifesaver, Antony," said Melman. "But who in the zoo is as tall as me? Since you're not in the coat with the others, you can be there yourself," said Antony. Melman liked the sound of that since he was still wanted to be Kate's favorite. "You're the best, Antony." Antony quickly flew off to get the attention of other zoo animals to fill in for Alex, Marty, and Gloria.
"Psst! Guys," Melman whispered to his friends. "Everything's gonna be all right. Antony's got us all covered. I'll see you guys back at the habitat."
Melman rushed off. "Phew," said Alex. "Well, that's a relief." "I hope Antony can pull this off," said Melman. "I'm sure he can," said Gloria. "I'm just glad we don't have to worry about being in 2 places at once." Melman ran back to the habitat as fast as he could. He got back just in time before Kate noticed. When he got back, he was surprised to see Pickles dressed like Alex, Dave dressed like Marty, and Ziggy dressed like Gloria.
"What the heck is this?"
Melman blinked. "I got these animals to fill in for you," said Antony. "You're welcome, kid." "I think it's cool to be doing this," said Ziggy. "You owe us big time after this, Melman," Pickles threatened. At that moment, Kate and the other Zoosters arrived. Antony flew away while Pickles and Dave did their best to act as Gloria, Alex, and Marty respectively. "Well, here's my office," said Kate. "And these are the animals I have the closest bond with. That's Alex. He likes to show off in front of crowds." Pickles unenthusiastically did some poses and pretended to roar. "She's not even trying," Alex thought. Kate went on. "Now here's Marty, my very practical zebra." Dave walked on all 4s very proudly. "I don't trot like that," Marty thought. "And over there is Gloria," said Kate. "She loves to swim and dance." Ziggy showed off some choreography by the pool. "At least Ziggy got me down pat," thought Gloria. "And right there's my most favorite of the 4, my little Melman," Kate said as she bent over to pet Melman's head. Melman felt the love. "Kate, you are the best," said Melman. "This is basically what I do to take care of the animals," said Kate. "It's a tough job, but I still love it. I really enjoyed our date together, and I hope you had fun too. I'm sure it must be time for you to depart, though. Do you have any last-minute poems for me before you leave?" The animals stammered a bit, but fortunately, Melman had one more poem all ready to go. He slipped it under the fence. Gloria picked it up and handed it to Marty, who handed it to Alex, who presented it to Kate. "Well, how very lovely," said Kate as she opened up the poem and read it aloud. "I enjoyed our time together under the night's tepid weather, but the memory of this day will remain as one of joy, and I won't complain. I hope you'll remember me too, even for a little while, and I hope at least remember when I made you smile. Goodbye, I'll miss you. You're very well. Sincerely, Al Martin Goswell." Kate blinked. "Is that your name?" Alex shrugged and nodded. "Well, it was an honor spending the day with you, Al," said Kate. "Well, I hope you'll come to the zoo more often, and I look forward to reading more of your wonderful poetry." Alex tipped his hat, bidding Kate adieu. Then Gloria awkwardly walked out of Kate's office. As soon as they were out of Kate's sight, the trio broke out of their disguises and rushed back into the habitat. As soon as they were in, they rounded up Pickles, Dave, and Marty. "Thanks for filling in for us, guys," said Alex. "No problem," said Ziggy. "I'd do anything for you guys. I'm gonna have to charge you a real big toll for this the next time you use our tunnels," said Pickles fiercely. "Well, you guys are relieved now. I don't think we'll ever have to do that again." The animals got out of their costumes. Ziggy went back to her habitat while Pickles and Dave were back up in their tree. "You were so amazing running poetry, Melman," said Gloria. "I think you're going to be pretty famous someday." "Maybe someday," said Melman, "but all this poetry I write comes from my heart, and it's all about the one human on earth that I love the most, Kate." "Aww," Gloria said, adored. "And thank you guys for posing as another human for me," said Melman. "That was really cool." "Well, we'll do anything for our friends," said Marty. "Plus, I think it was cool how up close I got to be with Kate there," said Alex. "I wonder if we'll ever do that again," said Gloria. "I love carrying Alex and Marty on my shoulders." "Well, I'm not ready for that anytime soon," said Marty. "I think you guys are giving me inspiration for another poem," said Melman. The Zoosters all laughed. Soon night fell, and Kate put the four animals down to sleep singing her lullaby to them. The end.